November is when we recognize Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month, and this really gives us a chance to not only put a spotlight on the disease, but also raise awareness about the symptoms and the push to try and find a cure.
Our two guests today are here to talk about cancer warning signs and how to get screened. Joining us this afternoon is cancer survivor Manuel Ruiz and Dr. Sean McKenzie with St. David's Medical Center. Thank you both so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And Manuel, I want to start with you because I know that you have a bit of some good news there. We mentioned there that you previously suffered from pancreatic cancer, but tell us about how you're doing now.
Well, I'm doing great after the surgery, with Dr. McKenzie. So I felt, big time difference, all the pain that I was having and the symptoms, so it went away. So actually the recovery was really, really good and fast. So I'm very happy with that.
So, we want to give people a little bit of background on your story and a little bit of background about the disease. We know that the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network says the disease is often diagnosed late because those symptoms are a bit different and unfamiliar for people. So, Manuel, I want to start with you. What were you feeling and what did you experience initially that helped you know, okay, something's not right here?
Well, I was having like a stomach pain, it's like a needle pushing from the bottom, from inside, but you never feel like something going on. You might feel like probably you ate something that was not good, probably too much salsa. And, and the problem is, those symptoms goes away and never come back probably like in 1 month or 3 months. And, actually my wife was saying, you gotta go to the doctor, you gotta go to the doctor. I finally listened to her and I went to the doctor. And that's how everything started, and they found the cancer.
A good reminder to listen to the people in your life who love you the most. A quick follow-up there, Dr. McKenzie, what are some other symptoms that people might experience that may be unfamiliar to them that could be a sign of this cancer?
Yeah, I think they're all vague, which is the challenge, right? Weight loss that's unexplained is always something that you watch out for. Getting full quickly, be able to eat normally. Elderly patients who develop diabetes who have never been told previously that there was a concern or risk of diabetes, that sometimes is how the patients present. And then the most obvious one is patients will sometimes develop yellow eyes and skin or jaundice, and that can be a sign that this cancer is present.
Yeah, I'm glad we're having this chance to be able to talk to people about some of those signs to watch out for sure. But Manuel, the surgery that you got in June just last year was performed by Dr. McKenzie, which is amazing to have both of you sitting here right now
Thank you.
to bring us this conversation. So.
Every month I have to go and get a shot. It's just to maintenance, to make sure, that I don't have anything to continue growing inside. But, every time that I see Dr. McKenzie, it's always nice to see him. I remember, the next day after the surgery, it was great to see him because I was feeling, so good. Actually, he let me go from the hospital in 2 or 3 days.
So it was a pretty fast turnaround there.
Well, Manuel is unique. He just takes such great care of himself that he recovered so quickly, and that's a benefit. He had a very huge surgery, and so it's really a testament to him how well he did afterwards.
And for the doctor, too.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
And so, we did hear that it's very rare to only have one surgery to be able to accomplish what you all did. Talk to us about the procedure itself.
Well, again, his procedure was unique in that when I met him, his cancer had already spread to his liver. And oftentimes we don't have the option to address patients when that happens. But again, he was a unique situation. And so he had both his pancreas tumor removed and his liver tumors removed at the same time. And typically those surgeries are big enough separately. But in some patients who are in great shape and the tumors are located in certain positions, you can do it. Yeah.
Really incredible just to hear your story, but also the medicine behind it. We know your story. You want to talk about the difference it made to be able to warn people in their circles who may be experiencing some of these vague symptoms. So talk about the advocacy that your story has been able to provide you a platform, and you as well, and kind of this partnership between you. Like we said, seeing you two sitting here together is such a message to our viewers about being in partnership with your medical professionals.
Oh, no, definitely. Actually, I was telling Dr. McKenzie, one of my really close friends, So he never checked himself out. He never went for, the doctor visits. So he's close to 60. So he ended up going for a colonoscopy. They found cancer. But I mean, it was really, really on the earliest stage. And he just got a small surgery, and now he's cancer-free. And he's so grateful, for my story. And I'm very grateful, that he actually ended up going.
Yeah.
And few of my friends start checking up as well now.
The small impact that one person can have on just the people that are surrounding them. I'm sure that's a good sign to see too.
It is, and I think having an opportunity like this is great because, in 2030, pancreas cancer will be the second leading cause of cancer death in this country. Yet when you look at research dollars, put towards pancreas cancer, it's not even in the top 10. And so to have that ability to get better advocacy for the disease is important.
Wow. Probably helps too to have people with incredible personal stories to put a face to this problem. So, wow, thank you both for being here.
Yeah, Manuel and Dr. McKenzie, thank you both so much, and happy holidays to both of you. Manuel, we hope you continue your recovery very well.
Thank you so much for having us.
We appreciate it again.